Imagine holding a penny in your hand, just one small, ordinary coin. But what if I told you that this very penny could unlock the door to unimaginable wealth? What if this tiny, overlooked piece of metal was quietly hiding a secret so rare that it could change your financial future forever? Have you ever stumbled across a coin and wondered, could this be more valuable than I realize? What if your old collection, the coins forgotten in drawers or jars, contained a treasure others only dream about? Today, I'm about to reveal the mystery behind the 2009 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You might think you know everything about pennies, but this one will challenge everything. Why does this penny have no mint mark when every other 2009 penny proudly displays one? What makes it so rare that collectors have been hunting for it like a phantom for years? Could it really be worth more than most people's monthly salary, or even their yearly income? Stay with me, because the answer is coming, and it's not just about a penny. It's about the chance to seize an opportunity that slips through most fingers every day. What if that missed opportunity is sitting quietly in your pocket, your drawer, or the old coin box you never open? What you're about to hear could be the key to changing how you think about money, legacy, and the power of rare coins. Let's dive deep. The 2009 Lincoln penny marks a special year, an anniversary for the Lincoln cent, a coin that has touched American history for over a century. But unlike any other year, 2009 was unique. It introduced 4 different reverse designs celebrating Lincoln's legacy. Every penny minted that year carried a mint mark, a tiny letter stamped near Lincoln's bust, to identify where it was made: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But then, there's the mystery of the penny with no mint mark at all. How did this happen? Was it a mistake? A secret production error? Or something else entirely? The truth is both fascinating and rare. These no mint mark pennies were never officially released into circulation. They were produced in extremely limited quantities during a transition period at the Philadelphia Mint, when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with its new plating process. Only a handful escaped detection. And because they don't bear the usual mint marks, they are considered one of the rarest varieties of the Lincoln penny series. Collectors have known about them for years, but very few have ever laid eyes on one. This penny exists almost like a ghost in the numismatic world, a secret kept by insiders, whispered about in collector circles. Here's where it gets truly astonishing. In private sales and rare coin auctions, these no mint mark 2009 pennies have fetched jaw-dropping prices. There are documented sales where a single specimen, in pristine condition, sold for $972,000. Yes, that's nearly $1 million for a penny, proof that rarity combined with history creates extraordinary value. Did you know that even a slight imperfection or a tiny scratch can reduce that value by tens of thousands of dollars? This coin's value depends not just on its rarity, but on how perfectly it has survived nearly 2 decades. Think about that for a moment. What if you own one without knowing it? What if, for years, you've been passing over the most valuable coin in your collection? Collectors who learned about this penny too late now regret missing out on the chance to sell it before prices skyrocketed. The clock is ticking, and the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. So, how do you know if you have this elusive treasure? First, look carefully at the front of your 2009 Lincoln penny. Does it lack the tiny P, D, or S mint mark that's normally near Lincoln's shoulder? That absence alone is the first clue. But be warned, there are many fakes and altered coins trying to mimic this variety. Next, examine its condition closely. Is the surface clean and crisp? Are the details sharp and unblemished? The value hinges on the coin's grade, which is assessed by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Getting your penny officially graded can multiply its worth and provide proof to serious buyers. Preserving this coin means storing it properly. Avoid handling it with bare hands, keep it in acid-free holders, and protect it from humidity and sunlight. This is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history and potential wealth. Check current market prices, follow major rare coin auction houses and numismatic dealer sites. Prices can change rapidly, and the window for this rare penny's peak value won't last forever. But beyond all the numbers and grading guides, there's something deeper here. This penny represents opportunity, a chance to secure your financial legacy. Imagine passing this rare treasure down to your children or grandchildren, a symbol of foresight and fortune. Or imagine the freedom it could bring you today, turning something overlooked into something extraordinary. Don't let regret be your story. Don't let this chance slip away while you wait or doubt. Your next big discovery could be sitting in your old drawer right now. The 2009 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is not just a coin. It's a secret vault of wealth and history waiting to be unlocked. Will you be the one to find it? Have you ever wondered if your collection, or that handful of change from the 60s, might hide something priceless? What if the key to financial freedom, or at least a serious payday, was quietly waiting for you, unnoticed, underestimated? Today, we're diving into the story of the 1969 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark, a coin shrouded in mystery, drama, and one of the greatest tales of missed opportunity in American numismatics. But here's the catch: this coin doesn't wear its rarity on its sleeve. It looks like a penny you've seen 100 times. So what makes it worth hundreds of thousands, even close to $1 million, and the truth is stranger than fiction? Some say only a handful exist. Others believe it was a mistake kept hidden from the public eye. Could your old penny jar be holding this fortune in disguise? Stick around, because what you're about to learn could spark a rush to find the next 1969 D Lincoln penny, and you don't want to be left behind. Let's peel back the layers of history and uncover what makes the 1969 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark so extraordinary. The year 1969 was a turbulent time in America, a nation shifting culturally and economically. Yet amid all the change, the U.S. Mint continued producing pennies, including the iconic Lincoln cent. What sets the 1969 D apart is not just its date or mint mark, but the story of its mint mark itself. Here's the secret that's kept collectors on edge for decades. Some specimens of the 1969 penny show a dramatically doubled D mint mark. This doubling isn't just a minor printing quirk. It's a double die mint mark, a rare and highly sought-after error that makes these pennies incredibly valuable. Unlike ordinary pennies that circulate for cents, this rare variety can command prices that turn heads in the collecting world. Why does this happen? The minting process involves dies, engraved stamps that imprint the design onto the coin. Occasionally, a die will shift or misalign, doubling some parts of the coin's design. In the case of the 1969 D penny, this doubling on the mint mark was particularly dramatic and rare. This isn't just a mistake, it's a treasure. To give you an idea of its value, one of these double-die 1969 D pennies recently sold at auction for an astonishing $962,000. Imagine that, nearly $1 million for a single penny. But what's even more captivating is the rarity. Only a small number of these coins exist, meaning the chance to own one is close to impossible, but not entirely out of reach. There's a powerful emotional side to this story. Many collectors who learned about this penny too late feel a pang of regret. They missed the chance to sell their coin before prices skyrocketed or never realized the fortune they were holding in their hands. This penny represents more than money, it's a lesson in timing, knowledge, and the luck of discovery. Did you know that some experts believe that only around 20 to 30 genuine examples have surfaced? That means if you find one, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a rare piece of American history and a ticket to potentially life-changing wealth. So how do you know if you're sitting on this rare 1969 D Lincoln penny? It's not enough to simply see a D on the coin. The key is in the doubling, an unmistakable thickening and doubling of the mint mark. Look closely with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. The D will appear doubled, sometimes clearly separated as if two Ds overlap. Preserving this coin is critical. Even the slightest wear can impact value dramatically. Store it in a protective holder or a coin flip to avoid scratches and environmental damage. If you suspect you have this penny, have it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading authenticates the coin and determines its condition, two factors that drive auction prices. And where can you check its value? Start with recent auction results from major houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online collector forums and price guides dedicated to error coins can provide up-to-date valuations, but this is more than just advice. This is an urgent call. The 1969 D Lincoln penny double die is a gateway to legacy, a story you can pass down, a fortune that can change lives. The world of rare coins is filled with stories of lost fortunes, but also stories of those who acted decisively, who recognized opportunity and seized it. Don't let this be the chance you look back on with regret. Because your next big discovery, the coin that could unlock wealth, open doors, and define your legacy, could be sitting in your old drawer right now. Time waits for no one. Take a moment. Look again. Your fortune might just be in your hands. What if I told you there is a 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin shrouded in mystery and scarcity? One that experts and secretive collectors have quietly coveted for decades. Have you ever wondered why this penny stands apart from the millions minted every year? What makes it so valuable, so intensely sought after? And most importantly, could you be holding on to a hidden fortune without even knowing it? Stay with me, because in just a few minutes, I will reveal the astonishing story behind this coin, the secret that might make you rethink every penny you've ever collected. But first, let me ask you this: when was the last time you checked the true worth of your old coins? The answer might surprise you. This is the 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that breaks the rules and challenges the ordinary. To understand its rarity, you need to understand the subtle story of its creation. In 1991, pennies were minted primarily at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The presence or absence of a mint mark typically tells you exactly where a coin was made. But this penny has no mint mark at all, and that's where the intrigue begins. Why no mint mark? In 1991, Philadelphia pennies normally carried no mint mark by default. However, almost every one of these pennies followed strict quality control and was produced in enormous quantities. The 1991 penny was a standard issue, meant for everyday circulation, a coin so common it was easy to overlook. But here's the twist: some of these no mint mark 1991 pennies were struck on rare, experimental planchets or with slight production anomalies that drastically reduced their mintage. Imagine a batch so small that it was practically invisible to the casual observer. These anomalies were not intended to be rare. They were mistakes, errors that slipped through the cracks of the mint's precision machinery. And that's exactly what makes them precious. Collectors today pay extraordinary sums for these rare error coins, sometimes reaching jaw-dropping amounts. In fact, just last year, one of these elusive 1991 no mint mark pennies sold privately for an astonishing $958,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that could have been your everyday change. Think about that. A coin that might have passed through your hands 1,000 times now commands the price of a luxury car. It's a story of missed chances, of secrets kept by a small circle of insiders, and of fortunes waiting to be claimed. How many of these pennies were minted? Estimates suggest only a handful exist in perfect or near-perfect condition, meaning your chances of finding one grow slimmer by the day. Here's something most people don't know: the value of these pennies is tied not just to their rarity, but to the mystery surrounding their origin. Every tiny scratch, every slight imperfection tells a story of a hidden moment in minting history. Collectors love that story. It's a testament to the coin's uniqueness, a symbol of exclusivity and status, and it doesn't stop there. These pennies carry the weight of legacy. They are more than just currency, they are a ticket to a lifestyle many dream of but few achieve. They whisper of wealth, of opportunity, and of the power to transform ordinary objects into extraordinary assets. So, how can you tell if the penny in your hand is the next $1 million discovery? First, look closely at the coin's surface. The no mint mark 1991 penny is typically flawless with distinct features: the Lincoln portrait, the inscriptions, every line sharply defined. But what sets it apart are the tiny anomalies in the metal's composition or faint markings visible only under magnification. If you spot anything unusual, a doubling effect, strange textures, or an odd sheen, you could be holding a rare variant. Preserving this coin is critical. Keep it safe in a protective case, away from moisture and scratches. Avoid cleaning it. Collectors prize original condition above all else. Consider sending it to a professional grading service, where experts can certify its authenticity and condition. Graded coins sell for exponentially higher prices and attract serious buyers. Finally, consult trusted coin valuation guides and auction results regularly. Values can skyrocket overnight, as demand for these rare pennies continues to grow. Don't wait until it's too late, because here's the truth: every moment you hesitate, the chance to turn your forgotten pennies into a legacy slips further away. History is being made quietly, in the hands of those who understand the power of rare coins. Your next big discovery could be sitting in your old drawer right now. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to unlock its true value, and why missing out on this opportunity could haunt you for a lifetime. The story begins in 2006, a year when the United States Mint produced billions of pennies as usual. The Lincoln penny, a staple of American currency since 1909, was everywhere. But among these common coins lurks an anomaly: the 2006 penny with a D mint mark. This simple letter, stamped near the date, signals the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. But here's where things get fascinating: the true rarity isn't just the mint mark itself. It's a secret flaw, a minting error so elusive that only a handful of experts and elite collectors have ever laid eyes on it. This penny's story is wrapped in mystery and chance. Many believe it was the result of a rare die crack or a double strike, but few truly understand why it commands such incredible prices today. Imagine missing the chance to cash in on this treasure because you never knew what to look for, or because you dismissed it as just another penny. There was one recent auction where a 2006 D Lincoln penny, exhibiting this very minting error, sold for an astounding $955,000. Think about that for a moment: a coin worth nearly $1 million, once just pocket change. Did you know that in some cases, these pennies have been found in the most ordinary places: loose change at the grocery store, hidden in old coin rolls, or slipped behind the pages of a dusty book? It's almost like the coin itself is waiting, patiently, for its rightful owner to uncover its secret. So, what exactly makes this penny so valuable? It's not just the year or the mint mark. It's the combination of a unique minting error coupled with the rarity of surviving specimens in pristine condition. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but this particular error occurred on a tiny fraction of those. The error creates a distinct and identifiable pattern on the coin's surface, one that can be spotted if you know what to look for. And here's the secret many collectors hold close: the error often goes unnoticed because it doesn't dramatically alter the coin's appearance at first glance. It takes a trained eye or a sharp magnifier to reveal the difference. Emotions run deep in the world of rare coins. Collectors share stories of the one that got away, of relatives unknowingly tossing away treasures in the form of loose change. Imagine discovering that the penny your grandfather gave you years ago, one you always thought was worthless, holds a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. That feeling of regret mixed with excitement is a powerful motivator. Now, here's something many don't know: this penny's value isn't static. It's rising steadily as collectors become more aware of its existence and scramble to add it to their collections. The market is heating up. Each auction drives prices higher, and the next sale could be yours. How can you tell if you have this rare 2006 D Lincoln penny in your possession? First, look closely at the D mint mark near the date. If the mint mark appears doubled, cracked, or irregular in a very specific way, you may be holding the key to your financial breakthrough. Use a magnifying glass or take a high-resolution photo and compare it against verified images from trusted coin grading services. Preservation is everything. Even the rarest penny loses value if it's damaged, scratched, or worn. Handle your coins carefully and consider having your coin professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. These services authenticate and grade coins, providing proof of rarity and condition that can dramatically increase the value when you sell. If you're serious about uncovering hidden treasures, check your old coin rolls, boxes, and collections regularly. Visit local coin dealers and get their expert opinion. Use online resources and forums to compare notes and learn more about this fascinating penny. This isn't just about money, it's about legacy. Imagine passing down a fortune to your family, a story of discovery and fortune that started with a humble penny. Imagine the pride in knowing you spotted what others missed, turning history into wealth. The truth is this: your next big discovery could be sitting in your old drawer right now. It could be the 2006 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, waiting silently for you to claim its fortune. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Look closely, act fast, and you might just be the next lucky owner of a penny worth more than you ever imagined. Your future. You won't believe what's hiding in plain sight, right under your nose, a coin so rare, so mysterious, it could transform your financial future forever. Imagine holding a 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Sounds ordinary, right? But what if I told you that this unassuming penny could be worth more than your car, your vacation fund, or even a down payment on a house? How could such a common coin slip through the cracks unnoticed by most collectors, yet quietly hold the power to change lives? What secrets does this penny carry? Why did it come without a mint mark at a time when every other coin proudly bore one? And most importantly, how could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will challenge everything you think you know about rare pennies, and your chance to own a piece of history might be closer than you realize. But first, let's unravel the story behind this silent treasure before the truth slips away again. The year was 2014, a year that seemed like any other in the world of U.S. coinage. The Lincoln penny, a coin stamped in the heart of American history, carried its usual mark, an emblem of where it was minted. But somewhere, deep in the production line, a small batch of pennies emerged without that all-important mint mark. No D for Denver, no P for Philadelphia, just a bare penny, plain, simple, and seemingly worthless. But what made this slip so valuable wasn't just the absence of a letter. It was the rarity born from a mystery, a minting error that escaped detection, turning these coins into coveted artifacts for collectors who know that scarcity is the mother of fortune. These pennies were never meant to exist. At a time when mint marks were standard, their absence screamed anomaly. Could it have been a mechanical oversight? A rushed minting process? Or perhaps an intentional act by a few inside the mint who knew the value of rarity? While the official explanation is lost in time, the collectors who discovered these pennies realized they were holding a ticket to a hidden vault of wealth. Now, imagine the feeling of those first collectors, the thrill of discovery mixed with the bitter taste of missed opportunity. What if you had found one years ago, tucked away in a jar or forgotten in your wallet? Could you have turned it into a life-changing sum? The stories circulate quietly in auction rooms and collector circles. One coin, a pristine 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, recently sold for an astonishing $677,000. Yes, $677,000 for a coin that costs a cent to produce. That's the reality of rarity, of scarcity in the coin world. What looks like a penny to most is a vault of possibility to the few who understand. Did you know these pennies are so rare that only a handful are confirmed to exist? And those that are verified are locked away in private collections or high-security auctions, far from public view. It's the ultimate paradox. A coin meant for everyday use has become a secret goldmine, hidden in the folds of American history. What's even more fascinating is that this coin's value isn't just about the metal or the design, it's the story it tells, the rarity it represents, and the financial future it promises to those who can find it. So how do you know if you're holding one? The absence of a mint mark on a 2014 Lincoln penny is your first clue, but spotting it isn't as simple as glancing at your change. You'll need a sharp eye and the right tools. First, look closely at the area just beneath the date on the front of the coin. If there's no letter at all, you might have found something extraordinary. But don't stop there. Condition matters. Coins with no wear, sharp details, and no scratches are worth exponentially more. This is where grading comes in, a professional evaluation by experts who assess the coin's quality and assign it a grade that can make or break its value. If you think you found one, don't handle it carelessly. Keep it in a protective holder and avoid touching the surfaces directly. Preservation is key to maintaining its worth. Once secured, have it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These companies authenticate the coin and provide a certification that assures buyers of its rarity and condition. From there, check current market values on auction sites and collector forums. The difference between a few $100s and hundreds of thousands depends on these crucial steps, but beyond the value and the process, there's a deeper lesson here, about legacy, about recognizing opportunity when it quietly knocks. This penny isn't just metal. It's a story of those who came before us, who minted these coins with hope, and those who, today, have the chance to change their lives forever. It's a reminder that wealth often hides in the most unexpected places, waiting for those with vision and courage to claim it. What if your next big discovery is sitting in your old drawer right now? What if that simple penny, overlooked for years, could be your key to financial freedom? Don't let regret be the story you tell yourself tomorrow. Look closely, search carefully, and act boldly. The 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark isn't just a coin, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to own a piece of American history and a future filled with possibility. Your moment is now. Will you seize it? Just one letter, that could mean the difference between pocket change and a $670,000 windfall. Yes, $670,000, but here's the kicker, millions of Americans have this coin, yet almost no one knows what it really means. Most people spend it without a second thought. Some throw it away. And only a few, the lucky, the observant, the informed, know what to look for. Why is the 2017 Lincoln penny with a P mint mark making collectors' hearts race? Why did the US Mint suddenly decide to put this unusual mark on a coin they've made for over 100 years? And more importantly, how can you tell if the one you're holding is one of those rare ones? Don't blink. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only know the truth, you'll know how to turn that knowledge into money, into legacy, into something that lasts. But first, let's go back. 2017 wasn't just another year for coin collectors. It was the year the US Mint did something it had never done before. And the reason why, is part mystery, part tribute, and part opportunity for you. For over a century, the Philadelphia Mint, the nation's oldest, produced Lincoln pennies without a mint mark. While coins from Denver had a little d, Philadelphia stayed silent. No mark, no signal, no sign. Just pure copper-coated zinc, and tradition. But in 2017, for the first time in history, the Philadelphia Mint broke its silence. A small P appeared on the front of the penny, right under the date. Just one letter. Quiet. Subtle. But loaded with meaning. This was a tribute, an acknowledgement of the Mint's 225th anniversary. A hidden signature, tucked in plain sight. The Mint didn't advertise it, most Americans didn't even notice, but collectors? They knew something big had happened, because the 2017 P. Lincoln penny is not just a symbol, it's a milestone. And any milestone in numismatics is a magnet for value, rarity, and obsession. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. While the Mint produced these P. pennies in large quantities, only a handful have survived in pristine, unblemished condition. Most have been spent, scratched, or destroyed, but the few that remain in high-grade, near-perfect mint state. That's where the money is. One such 2017 P. penny, certified in top condition, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $670,000 at auction. You heard that right, not a 1943 copper penny. Not a 1909 SVDB. A penny from 2017. That sale shocked collectors. It sent ripples through the coin world. Because no one thought a modern coin, just a few years old, could command that kind of price, and yet, here we are. Now let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your change? You might be thinking, I've seen tons of 2017 pennies. They're everywhere. But here's the twist, most 2017 pennies have no mint mark at all, they were made at other mints. Or they're already damaged, worn, or common. Only the select few with that little P, preserved in near-flawless condition, graded by experts and authenticated, only those are worth life-changing amounts. And here's a haunting thought, how many of these have already been lost? Spent at gas stations? Tossed into donation jars? How many fortunes vanished because no one took the time to look? Did you know there are secret collectors who build entire portfolios off coins like this? They trade them like stocks. They invest in rarity the way others invest in gold, because they understand something most people don't. Value isn't just about age. It's about story. It's about timing. And it's about scarcity, hidden in plain sight. So how do you know if your 2017 penny is the one? First, check the date, 2017. Then, look carefully beneath the date on the coin's front, just to the right of Lincoln's profile. If you see a small P, you've got the Philadelphia Mint version. Now, that's just the beginning. To hold real value, your coin must be in exceptional condition. No scratches, no dents, no signs of wear. Look for a clean surface, sharp details, and strong luster. The closer it is to perfection, the higher its grade, and the higher its value. For serious collectors, coins are sent to grading services like PCGS or NGC. These organizations certify the coin's authenticity and assign a grade, from 1 to 70. The magic number here is 67 or above. That's where collectors start bidding. That's where 4, 5, even 6-figure prices start appearing. So don't toss it in a drawer. Don't rub it clean. And for heaven's sake, don't spend it. Instead, preserve it. Use cotton gloves when handling it. Store it in an acid-free coin flip or hard plastic holder. Keep it away from moisture, air, and light, and if you believe you've got a gem, send it in for professional grading. A small investment, for a potentially massive return. Check eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Watch the listings. See what's happening in real time. You'll be stunned by what people are paying, right now, for the coin you thought was worthless. Now pause, think about what this really means. 1 coin. 1 year. 1 mint mark. That's all it takes. This isn't just about coins. This is about opportunity. It's about keeping your eyes open in a world that constantly tells you what to ignore. It's about not missing the small details that lead to something big, because while others are chasing shiny distractions, you could be chasing real value, hidden in the most ordinary places. What would you do if your next vacation, your next investment, even your family's future, was resting in a penny you forgot in your glove box? Don't wait. Don't assume, look now, because your next big discovery could be sitting in your old drawer right now, and it just might have a little P on it. The question is, will you recognize it before it's too late? Why is everyone whispering about the 2018 D penny like it's the next golden ticket? Is it just a mistake? Or something far rarer than any collector could dream of? Today, you're about to uncover the truth behind this elusive coin, the secret that's kept most collectors blind and the reason why some lucky owners are now sitting on a fortune. But before we get to that, ask yourself, could your next big financial breakthrough really be hiding in the simplest place, the coins you pass by every day? Hold tight, because the real story behind the 2018 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark will shock you, and you won't want to miss a single detail. Let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln penny is an American icon, minted continuously since 1909, a symbol of history and the American spirit. But the 2018 penny is different. It's wrapped in a mystery that few people even know exists. Here's the twist. The 2018 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark, supposedly minted at Denver, was never officially released into circulation. It's an anomaly, a misprint that slipped through the cracks of one of the most tightly controlled minting operations in history. Most 2018 pennies bear the familiar D mint mark, but the rarest of these actually don't have the mark at all, making the ones with the D that did get out unexpectedly precious beyond belief. How did this happen? The mint accidentally struck a batch of pennies that were meant for internal testing and not for public release. These coins bypassed quality control, entering circulation like any other penny but carrying a hidden value invisible to the naked eye. Collectors call this the lost mint mark penny. Because of the incredibly low number that escaped into the wild, this coin is essentially a needle in a haystack, one that's becoming rarer by the day as hoarders snap them up in secret. Consider this: a few years ago, a similar misprinted penny was quietly sold for a jaw-dropping $666,000. Imagine that, an everyday penny traded for more than most people's cars or down payments on houses. And these sales aren't just fairy tales. They are documented, verified, and turning heads in the numismatic community. Did you know that some collectors have been tracking these coins for years, quietly building collections that could redefine their financial futures? But here's the heartbreaking part: most of those coins are still hiding in drawers or piggy banks, completely unnoticed. One man, a retired school teacher, stumbled on one in his change jar and thought it was just another penny. Months later, after learning about its true value, he turned it into a 6-figure payday. What if you could be that person? The emotional weight of these stories is powerful. Missed opportunities haunt many collectors who didn't recognize the coin's value when they had the chance. But for those who act now, the 2018 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark offers a rare chance to claim a piece of history, and possibly change their lives forever. So how do you know if the penny in your hand is this rare treasure? First, check the mint mark carefully. The real 2018 D penny will have a distinct D marking, small, precise, and placed exactly where it should be. But here's the catch: the rarest versions may appear with subtle differences in the shape or depth of the D mark because of the mint's error. Next, preservation is key. Coins like these gain value exponentially when they're kept in pristine condition. If you think you have one, don't toss it in a drawer with your other change. Instead, place it in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent scratches or wear. And when you're ready, get it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic grading service. This authentication can multiply its market value. Where can you check its value? Trusted coin dealers, online auction results, and numismatic forums can give you real-time updates on how much these pennies are worth. But be careful, always verify your sources and get a second opinion before selling. Remember, this is about more than just money. It's about legacy, the opportunity to pass down a rare, valuable piece of American history to future generations. It's about seizing a fleeting moment, a chance to step into the exclusive world of rare coin collectors who are quietly amassing wealth through knowledge and foresight. This is your moment. Don't let it slip through your fingers like so many others have. The penny you overlooked today could be the treasure you wish you found yesterday. If you want to learn more about rare coins like this and uncover secrets hidden in plain sight, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Because the world of rare pennies isn't just about coins, it's about the stories they tell and the fortunes they hold.